Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Slips through the line. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Seminoles!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the run, it's Edwards. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the air, it's Warren. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass, kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Off play action on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And back to the air on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He's off to the races. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Morlock. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Warren. Back open in the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Holds it in.
Runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Okay, ready?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Michigan 14.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Takes the handoff. It's Tuafili. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against.
Got enough space, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminole.
Number 6.
That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Just led him a little too far across the side. Catch, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Lost, the defense is wide open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high flying.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, oh, man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverine!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's the give off the left side. Runs through a tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the ball squirted out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They move the tight end all over. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball in multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Warren. He's right on target. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Croman Hope. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pocket starts to collapse. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Floating away. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll leave it with him. Smashes ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, no.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
42, Michigan 35.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. That's the 35. He's open. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Warren. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Tuafili. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball. I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Ncaa. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give on the inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking up.
Touchdown, Seminoles. They take the lead with the 6. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's looking deep. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for room, it's Lucas. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the...
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The Seminoles are on the move. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease, it's Tuafili. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Warren. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. With the catch, it's Loveland. Stopped short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense...
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
To kick this one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over first and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires it. Got his man on the right. Bringing the heat. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lucas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the left side. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage today. Now, look, Denard Robinson's career record of over 10,000 is a long way away, but he said he wants to take aim at it someday.
That's crazy, over 10,000 yards, and you might want to take aim at it, but it starts game by game, right? This is a heck of a game, a good start. When you're at Michigan, you're going to get fed, and then taking those opportunities, capitalizing on them, making big plays, heck of a day.
They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The third sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab on the left side. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the two-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your two-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Noles will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for space. It's Toafili. Keeps the legs moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benson. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A